Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Cuba Libre. We've seen the third propaganda round, and there are only 4 propaganda rounds, so the 4th propaganda round is the end of the game. And it's gonna be an interesting game, I guess. I assume it's gonna be pretty close. Until now I'm doing fine. I fulfill all victory conditions. I have a lot of support. I need only 19 support, but I have 23, which is pretty good, I guess. And I control all 3 cities and have active support in all 3 cities. 26 July and Directorio are not doing that good. But the Syndicate, they are doing quite well. They have 7 open casinos. They only need 8. And they have tons of money. 49. They only need 31 to win. So if they should win, if they should have that at the last propaganda card, the casino would win and not me. Pretty sure about that, because in the solitaire play, the other factions are not allowed to fulfill their winning goal, even if you fulfill it too. Usually you have then a comparison of the victory margin, but that doesn't happen in the solitaire game. If the other make it past their victory goals, you lose. Okay, my main problem is that I'm short of money. Yeah, not only in real life, but also in the game. I only got 18 bucks left here, and that is not so much. Luckily I'm not embargoed yet, which is kind of cool, but the US is reluctant, so that means I have to pay 3 bucks per area where I want to do an operation. So basically that means I can do 6 operations, or I can cover 6 areas with operations. So that's not so much. And an interesting point will be now here in Santiago de Cuba, if they manage to do a terror action there, the active support here will be gone right away. And that would be a big problem. So because then it's nearly impossible for me to win. Although I'm not sure if at the solitaire game, let me see, to succeed, the player must avoid any non-player win and have the highest victory margin. Okay, so even if I don't fulfill my victory conditions, in case I have the highest victory margin at the end of the game, I could win this. So that's at least something. But it would definitely be good if I could start in the next turn and do a sweep operation to prevent the DR from doing some terror operations here. So let's see who starts next. Yeah, that's great. That's cool. I'm first next. Rolando Masferrer. Okay. So let's see what that is. Okay. Oh, wait a second. That's the wrong book. We want the playbook with the card descriptions. Here we are. A former communist who fought in the Spanish Civil War, Masferrer commanded Los Tigres, a paramilitary army supporting Batista. His troops and tactics were feared by Castro and Guevara. After the revolution, he fled to Miami, where he was assassinated in 1975. I wonder, I'm not sure, but I wonder if this is actually the assassination that takes place in Scarface. I think that might be a case, but I'm not sure. It would be interesting if this guy was assassinated by Tony Montana himself. Well, who knows? So let me see what we can do. Set a province with troops and one adjacent province to passive opposition. So that would be the effect if the DR would do it, and I'm afraid that could happen. That's not cool. Otherwise, paramilitaries. Sweep may free a sword, one space. Sweep may free a sword one space as its special activity. That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that government momentum. I think that's cool. I mean, that means now that that the DR can do an operation, but still, I think this is worth it. And before they set a province and an adjacent province to passive opposition, I think I want to do that. Okay, so now we see, so the DR will do a terror action now. First, we're active support. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so they are gonna do 2 terror actions. One here. Pretty bad. And another one here. Well, okay. That sucked, but I think it was worth it. So that makes me lose then 3 support points. That is pretty painful. But still, I'm on the winning side. They lose 2 points for these, or 2 resources, which is good. I mean, they also don't have unlimited resources. So that could be a... Yeah, we'll see. That could become a problem for these guys. Then we're active opposition. So they will continue making an assassination here, or a terror here. That costs them another one. And this goes then down to passive opposition. So this player here also loses 1. And we got to place another terror marker here. And finally, at one other assassination target, first a government base, then any player's base, then other. Okay, let's see. I mean, for now, we've had these 3 spaces. So it's not possible to do it at this government base, and it's also not possible to do it here. Then any player's base. So I assume I'm pretty sure It will then happen here in La Habana, because there are the casinos. So this goes to neutral, and I lose another one. Shit. Oh man, that was a very, very painful action by these guys. But I would have lost a lot of support points anyway by this card. Maybe it would have been worse actually, I guess. Okay, whatever. Although I'm not sure, maybe. Yeah, probably the directory wouldn't have activated the event, because it does help the 26th July, but whatever now. Okay, so we have here also a terror marker. And that cost them another buck. Okay, so they're gonna do an assassination on these bases here, because in the other spaces there are too many police. So all they can do is they can destroy a base of 26 July. So they are really doing bad. And that was then the action of the Directorio. That wasn't cool. Okay. So, we see now the general strike. Strike fails, shops open. Wait a second, that's wrong. Fidel's biggest blunder was undoubtedly the general strike of April 1958. Poorly planned and thwarted by Batista's trade union allies, the strike led the 26 July leadership to distrust the leaders of their urban movement. Okay, now because the syndicate is second eligible. Is that so? No, wait a minute. No, they're first. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do this. Strike fails, shops open. Set a city to active support and activate all guerrillas there. Open any one closed casino. Well, fine. I mean, there is no closed casino, so that's definitely an advantage for me. So we can set this city to active support again, which is awesome. And then we can activate the guerrillas. Very cool. And now it's the 26th July. Okay, then we see an action by the 26th July. Kidnap, sabotage, or shift. They can definitely sabotage. So they will do a terror action. In a space where kidnap is possible. Okay, so that's pretty bad. So they will do a terror action here in the economic center. I'm gonna sabotage that. And okay, and we have an open casino here. So they're also going to do a terror action here. Okay, I think they actually will only do this in one space where kidnap is possible, because they can kidnap only once. And they will start in an EC. So that means this terror here will not happen in Las Villas, but only here in this sugar area. Then on all other unsabotaged ECs, well, they can't do it there. In each city and province not at opposition. Okay, so that means now they will actually do it here. Because this is not at opposition. And that goes now to passive opposition. So that gives them, well, at least 2 points. This is not so bad. But they are exposed, that's a fact. And then they can do this kidnap action. And target government cash or resources if possible, otherwise syndicate. Okay, so that means now a city, EC or open casino space where terror up and 26 July guerrillas exceed police. Well, this is actually active. And that means a die roll in resources or a cash marker from government. Pretty bad. Let's hope it's not too bad. Oh, fuck that. Well, that was completely... damn it. That was so useless. I lose 12 bucks. 6. That is horrible. So they have a lot of resources. Shit. Oh man, that was painful. Now I really got a problem. Damn it. Okay. Well, okay. Next one. Alberto Bayo. Alberto Bayo was a Cuban who had served with the Republicans in the Spanish Civil War and had settled in Mexico, where he met Fidel, Raúl, and Che. He helped train the core of the M26 guerrillas who would embark on the Granma. Okay. So, now it's the Dictatorio first, and it says veteran trains guerrillas. 26th July, ODR free rallies in each space it has a base, as if space is neutral. Okay. Oh boy. So, let me see. Each space that had a base. Okay. So, I'm not absolutely sure where they will place their units. I think I'm going to place one here. Well, actually first they would... Okay, I'm gonna place 2 here, and then I have to remove 2 here and place a second base, because yeah, that's that happens during rally. And I wonder actually, I think I'm allowed to place these 2 here too, because overall I can place 3 here, and if I do the rally action here first, there are 2 more available that I can all place here then. Phew. Well, this is tough. Okay, so that gives them an additional base. And that is then the end of that card. And now it's me. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 sweep actions. So the first one here, Santiago de Cuba, and the second one here in Oriente. That costs me $6, but I can still afford that. And then wait a second. Is that really what I want to do? As its special ability. Huh. No. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm only going to do 1 sweep action in this space here. And so I can flip these units and that one. And then I can do a free special assault in 1 space as a special activity because of Rolando Masferrer. And I'm gonna do this assault here and wipe out all these units here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so that was my action then. And next one, Elogio Cantillo. So, Cantillo was one of Batista's most able commanders, but on one memorable occasion allowed Castro's trapped forces to escape. Cantillo's motives for this have been a source of speculation for historians. So, now 26 July will trigger the event. Select a space with troops. A faction free marches all its guerrillas out, then flips them underground. Let's see. Is there anything written here? Seems a little weird. No, it isn't. Well, okay. So I guess this is something that basically the 26th July will do. I mean, I could select also this space here, but in this case I'm going to select that one. So they move out to an adjacent space, and well, I guess I'm going to roll where they want to move. Matanzas, or this one here, or the economic center. Okay, so they move into the economic center and are now underground. Good. Okay, fine. So, well, That wasn't too bad, I guess. And then we see a syndicate's action. So the syndicate will rally. First they're going to spend 1 guerrilla in a space where there is an open casino, which is here. Okay. Then, where any open casino, cube and all syndicate guerrillas active, flip guerrillas underground. This is nowhere the case. So basically, this is all they do. Okay, and then they do a profit action. And they're going to start here. And the second one goes randomly to one of these 3 areas here. So the second one goes here to Las Villas. Well, this is it then. Carlos Prio. Carlos Prio Socarras was president of Cuba from 1948 to 52, when he was ousted in a Cuba Batista. Prio supported insurgent groups including the 26th July. He was urged to return to Cuba during the revolution, but preferred to keep supporting the insurgents from a distance. Okay. So the DR goes first. Ex-president funnels funds. +5 DR. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Obviously, I mean, so they have now 6 resources. Bad, bad, bad. And then I'm allowed to do an action. Okay, I think it's time to take care a little bit about the syndicate. They are really getting too strong here. So I'm going to do an action now, and I'm going to do a sweep action here. So paying $3 for that, and I'm going to do that in Havana. And so that allows me then to activate this guy, and then I'm going to do this Rolando Masferrer, free assault, a special ability, a special activity. So I'm allowed now to remove this guy, and in addition to close these 2 casinos. I'm not allowed to remove casinos, but I can close them. And he needs open casinos if he wants to win this. And to reopen these casinos will cost him $10. So that's not so bad. 1 casino is $5. Okay, this is Radio Rebelde. The use of radio propaganda was an important tool for the insurgents, who articulated their vision better than the government could manage. So again, 26 July starts. Clandestine radio reaches masses. Shift 2 provinces, each 1 level toward active opposition. That sucks. Okay. So is there any priority here? No, there isn't. Well then, let's do this randomly. Okay, so that is 3 and 5. So that is Las Villas. Okay, so this is now active opposition. And that means they gain 2 more support here. And the other one, oops, it doesn't count, is, well, that would be the same, but it's Camagüey. Yeah. Yep, okay. So that isn't so bad, because this is now passive support, and that gives them an additional one. And then it's the syndicate. Okay, the syndicate will, they will rally. Place 1 guerrilla per space with any casino and no syndicate guerrillas. So that means they will place 1 here in Havana. Cost them 1. Then, where any open casino, cube, and all syndicate guerrillas active, flip guerrillas underground. This is nowhere the case. And then they're going to do another profit action. Place up to 2 cash with syndicate guerrillas. First with syndicate has no cash. Okay, so that is then the case here. And then here in Havana. Okay, so this is it then. Yeah, well, that was short. That was basically this turn. Next one. Sinatra. Sinatra loved booze, women, and mobsters, and there was no shortage of any of those in Havana. He enjoyed Havana so much that he considered making in his permanent home, at one point planning a live television program from a casino in Havana. Okay. So, the DR, they will do the event. And it says, overpriced star, syndicate resources -6. But let's see if this really happens. No, it doesn't. Here it says, choose operations and special activity instead. Okay. Okay, so there is no terror doesn't make any sense here, because they cannot do it in an active space, or where there would be an assassination on a government base possible. They can only not, they won't rally, because rally cannot place a base. There are no bases left, and there are only 3 guerrillas available. The attack, removing 1-2 government or syndicate, would add DR control. This is also nowhere the case, actually. So that means they're going to march. And that is going to be a problem now. So, okay. First, just enough to take DR control of the highest population city or province possible. First, from where the most DR guerrillas, then Okay, let's see. So we're gonna move twice, I think. Okay. First, just enough to take the R control of the highest population city or province possible. So that means now they will all move in here. And I'm pretty sure they will be activated if they exceed with a, if they and the cubes in that new province exceed 3. Yeah, exactly. So they are all activated, which is at least something. Okay. And we see just as many as is necessary. Just enough to take the R control of the highest population. Okay. So these would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 then. Do they have 8? Well, that's interesting because they cannot do this. Ah, wait a second. So they will not move there. I think it's not that easy. Just a second. They don't have 8, but they would need 8. Is that true? Yes, exactly, because there are 7 pieces in Las Villas. So if they want control, they would need 8. But they will not take the last one here because he protects the bases. So they can only move 7. So that means they won't move in here, at least not now. They also cannot take control here, but here in Camagüey. So that means they will move with 4 to Camagüey. And now they control the city. Okay. And that gives them another point actually. And then they move from one space with most DR yet to move to a space closer to Havana. So now they will actually move from that space to here, but only with 3. This is at least how I understand it. So that means they have to pay 2 for every destination space. They have to pay a resource. And I'm pretty sure this is now what happened here. Okay, do not remove the R control or last the R guerrilla from any space. Fine. So yeah, that was then the action or the operation of the DR, and now they're going to do a subvert action in a province with DR control. So this is only that one. Okay. And well, what was it they could do there? Add the selected province's population value to the Directorio's resources and set the space to neutral. Fine. Okay, so this is now at neutral again, so that means they lose 1 and they gain 1 resource. Okay. So, well, quite a lot happened here. I think I'm going to load this up now. There are still some cards left. I'm not sure when the last one will show up. Yeah, what can I say? It's definitely really interesting. There is absolutely no doubt about that. I don't have too much money left. Only $6. That's a problem. until now, well, I'm still doing fine, I guess. The syndicate, if they want to reopen casinos, they have to pay $10. So they then would be at 37. And this is not enough because they have to open another casino. So maybe I could actually win this. They need 8 casinos and $30 to win. So it is possible, but they have 4 cash actually, which is a problem. But on the other side, I can do a sweep action in Havana, for example, that would give me a cash. I could also do a sweep action in Las Villas, which might also give me a cash. And I might have the option to close another casino here. So right now I got a feeling that the syndicate is actually my strongest enemy. The rest isn't looking so bad. I mean, of course, it's not great to lose the support here or there, but we'll see about all that. So, maybe I'll see you in my next video, which is probably my last one, or on lonesomegamer.com. Until then, bye. And I'm actually back. I completely forgot that I'm still eligible. So, I can actually do another action. It was, yeah, of course, I mean, it was this March action here, but now it's still me. And I'm actually thinking about yeah, about doing what? Oh man, if I had more money, it would have been so obvious what to do. Okay, I think I want to secure these cities. So, damn it. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my last $6. It's painful to do that, but I think it makes sense here. To do a yeah, I'm gonna do 2 assault actions. Yes, I'm gonna do 2 assault actions in these cities, so I'm gonna remove these here, 3, because there are 3 cubes, and here I can remove 1 and the 2 bases. So that means they now lose a lot. They had control here, which is no longer the case. So they lose 1 and they lose 2 bases. So now they basically only have 3 points left instead of 5. Well, and then I still have a special activity to do. I could do this reprisal maybe. Add a terror marker to the selected space and shift 1 opposition level toward neutral. That's not what I want to do. relocate one guerrilla from there to an adjacent space. That was basically the idea. Oh boy. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this reprisal action. That allows me to place a terror marker in a government-controlled space. So that would be Camagüey then. And then I could shift an opposition marker one level toward neutral. But this is not the case here, and I can now relocate one guerrilla to an adjacent space. So this guy goes here then. Okay, so this is now the end. The problem is I'm broke. That's a fact. Good thing is my cities are completely free of any guerrillas, except for Havana, where we have that casino, the syndicate guerrilla, but that's not such a big problem. And also this area here is pretty much under control, I guess. So I just want to count the support again. Yeah, so the support is indeed 20, which is not so bad. So yeah, let's see what the last turns will bring. Bye.